Okay, in 23, you are given a list of numbers, given a data set, and each of these numbers appears no more than one time. So when they ask you to find the mode in number 23, there is no number that occurs any more than any of the other numbers. So in this particular problem, no mode for number 23. There's no work for that problem. Okay, for 24, you're asked to find the median. And when you find the median, you have to remember that you need to order the numbers. Put them in order. Okay, so the numbers that you're given for number 24 are, I'm going to go from big to small, but you can go the other way if you'd like. Just put them in order. 11, 6, there's a 4, there are 3 1s, and there's 3 zeros. Now you can kind of eyeball this and look to see what you believe to be the middle. I feel like this one's the middle, and then you can check that by making sure there's the same number of numbers on either side of the number that you've chosen as the middle score. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers on the right. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers on the left. Therefore, this is the middle, and that would be the definition of median. So the median here is for number 24. That choice is choice D. Okay, for number 25. For number 25, we're going to find the range for the group of data items. The range is just defined as, don't forget as you are doing this review to put as few or as many examples on your note card as you need. Don't forget you're going to need those tables from page 192. You may not need the middle one because that's the metric table, and you can use King Henry died Monday drinking chocolate milk to replace that table. So be planning out your note card as you go through this review. Okay, the range would be highest score minus the lowest score. In this case, it would be 12. That's the highest number in the data set. Lowest number is 8. So the answer would be 4 for the range. And in this, the choices you've been given, that's choice C. Okay, 26. Problem 26. Next page. You're being asked to find the standard deviation. That has quite a few steps. I'm going to start by listing each of the numbers in the data set. In step 1, I'll give you each of the steps. Ultimately, we're trying to find the standard deviation, but there are 5 steps that go with that. Step 1, you're going to find the mean of the data set. Okay, you don't have to be in order. That's for median. You can just add them up. That's going to give you 45 divided by 5. When you find the mean, you're finding the average. So 45, there's 5 numbers in this set. The mean is 9. Now in this particular procedure, you're always using the information that you got from the previous step to do the next step. So this was step 1. This is step 2. In step 2, you're going to take each number in this data set and subtract the mean. Okay, so I'll arrange that here. So it's 7 minus 9, negative 2. 8 minus 9, negative 1, 9 minus 9, 0, 10 minus 9. I'm just using each of these values in the data set and each time subtracting the mean. This is the mean I'm using each time. These are the values in the data set. So you get a 1, one more, there's an 11. 11 Take away 9, you get a 2. Step 3. Each of these answers are called differences. And in step 3, you're going to take each of these differences and square them. Now, squaring a number never produces a negative. It always comes out positive. So be careful how you enter. I mean, if you want to enter and the number and square it without entering all this hardware, like leave the parentheses and the negative off, you can just put in 2 square because it never comes out negative. So this would be 4. Take the next one, square that, and that would be a 1. You can leave the 0 out. Once you get to the squaring step, you only need to square the non-zero number. So only one of these answers, one of these differences came out 0. You're going to leave that one out. And the next one is 10 minus 9 is 1. So we're going to go 1 squared is 1. Next answer was 2. You're using all of these differences and squaring each one. Anything that didn't come out to be a 0. You get 4 again. Step 4. In step 4, you're going to find the mean again. You're going to find the mean of the squares that you obtained in step 3. Okay, so it would be 4 plus 1 is 5. Plus another 1, plus another 4. Don't forget, when you find the mean, you're really finding the average. So that would be 10 divided by how many scores you just added up, which is 4. So 10 divided by 4 is 2.5. And then I'll just do step 5 right here. In step 5, finally, you're going to take the square root of the value that you got in step 4. I said each time you do a step, you're using the information from the step before, beginning with step 2, of course. Square of the value in step 4. Okay, so we're going to go square root. Oops, not the square root. Sorry about that. Square root. You're going to put the value that you got in step 4. Final answer. Take that square root. So second square root, 2.5. I get 1.58 is your standard deviation. And those are the steps for standard deviation.